All right, good morning. It is your boy Rick with a Y here again to do another video. Yes, we're here. Um, I am in Florida. I'm on vacation right now. Now it is a vacation. I did the air horn things because it's like for me, I don't know. I like being home. That's just me, but I'm appreciative of this experience. So right now I'm driving, and yeah, so I'm here. Just wanted to share a thought that I just been having, just like from this entire experience, and it really just made me like think about life. I don't know if it's like in a different way, but it's more so like I'm thinking about life like, you know, I don't know. So essentially, my thought is this: in life, you don't really need a lot to be happy. Like, I'm here at this place, I got a pool, I'm in a Audi. Let me show you. I got an Audi for the rental, and we're just here. And the thing is, this is not much better than, you know, my living situation. We don't have a pool. I have a Dodge, but it's like, would I say this is like 50% more better? More better is not like a good phrase, but is it 50% better than my current living situation? No. I don't even think it's 25% better, right? And then yesterday I was thinking to myself, like, realistically, where I would like to be or what I would like to do is to be at I like to be in Dubai, right? I like to be in Dubai. And in Dubai, I would like to be driving a Mercedes Benz. But how much better of an experience would that be than this right now? I'm in Florida, somewhere I've never been before, driving an Audi, right? I'm just experiencing the vibe of the place. I'm in Miami. But it's like, it doesn't feel like it would be that much better. Yeah, being in Dubai would be cool. I would be at a place with a pool. I have a pool right now. I'll be in a Mercedes. I have an Audi. How much better is Mercedes Benz than an Audi? It's not that much better. And realistically, like, this experience genuinely taught me, you know what? Okay, we're back. So this experience, as I had to take a brief pause, this experience has just been teaching me that you really don't need a lot to be happy in life. And I'm very grateful for it, because you know what? There's been many a times where I'm just thinking to myself, man, having a pool would be so nice right now. But I don't have a pool. Like, oh my gosh, like, I would love to be swimming right now, Went in the pool once. Being here for 3 days. Now, most likely we'll go in it later. But it's just like, it's not that deep. Like, having a pool is not a game changer, And then having a more luxurious brand car would be nice. But at the same time, I have a Dodge, right? I have a Dodge Journey, which is, just a mid-size SUV, nothing crazy at all. My dad, he has a Durango GT and the newer one. And even in that, that's pretty like up there, you know what I mean? That's pretty up there. Just in general. Hold on. Let me back in real quick. But in general, that's more like luxurious than not. And if anything, this right here, this car is not even, I don't even think this car is on the level that my dad's car is, being honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely don't. I truly believe that his car is nicer than this. I'm not just saying that because of like, oh, I want to be like any weight. No, it just doesn't feel like it, being honest. You know what I mean? All right. So I'm going to go and buy this breakfast real quick because it ends at 10:30 and it's 10:23. But I'll be back. So Wendy's was good. Haven't ate the whole thing yet, but you can definitely taste the difference in the fries. So the next thing I'm gonna do, only other fast food I want to try is Popeyes. Okay. Now outside of that, so that is goal number 2 ticked off, right? All right. So I'm gonna continue where I left off. So I got my Wendy's, tasted the fries. Fries taste different. Great stuff. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. My life in PA is not the greatest, right? I'm not living the best life, okay? There are people out there living way better lives than me in PA. Then there are people in, let's say, California or even here, Florida, living even way better lives than even those people, right? Then you think people in palaces in, let's say, Saudi Arabia or wherever, they're living even better lives than them. Okay? So I didn't even think about that. But I guess living in like a gigantic mansion in California or Hollywood, or, you know, living like one of those superstar lavish lives, right? That's not much different from being like a prince or something like that, a sheik or whatever in like Saudi Arabia, right? Not that much different, for real, if you really think about it, right? So now I'm gonna put on some lip balm because my lip is kind of getting me annoyed. Not that it's dry, it's just that it is dry, and yeah, it is dry. I won't lie to you. Oh goodness. But if you're like living like a prince in, let's say, one of those places, you got like camels, you got, you know, tigers and all that stuff, I guess you could say that's a little, yeah. If I had a lion, bro, I'm up. I feel like if I have a lion, at minimum I'm at like 85%, being so real. Good. Now I'm good. So life has a range, okay? Life has a range between 0% and 100%. If you are living in California, you have a gigantic mansion. You got 30 cars you drive every single day. You're at between, and you got God. I almost forgot. Not that I almost forgot. I did say it before. It's just I'm reiterating this. Because God is a part of your fulfillment. That's why I said that. So you have cars, you have a beautiful wife, you have a house, and you don't worry about food, and you have God, right? Spiritually, God is needed for your fulfillment. God is a part of your fulfillment. The only way that you can feel fulfilled in life is if you have God. And if you don't have God, no matter what materialistic things you have, you're going to feel a void in life. You're going to feel something is missing. You're going to feel that feeling, right? You're going to feel like there is some reason why I am not feeling like this is enough. And that thing that you're missing is God. Just being honest, just being transparent, and just being truthful. That is just the truth. Now, if you have all of that, you're at between 95% and 100%, right? Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, you have 0%, which is death. You are not living any type of life at all, right? Life doesn't exist in your realm if you're dead, right? So 0% and 100%. Now, there's not really much ways that you could be at 1 to 2%. I mean, I guess you could be, if you can't do anything at all and you're just existing, I guess that you would be definitely around like 10% or something like that, But yeah, the reason why I bring up the range is because, as I said, thinking about like wanting to be in Dubai or wanting to be, being here, and just living this experience, even though it's only for a few days, I'm still getting the feel for this existence long term, right? If I was supposed to be doing this every single day of my life, I don't feel far outside of where I already am. And something I did say that I want to say in this, because essentially I did this video and it was way too long. I was just blabbering for no reason, right? But yeah, I want to really make this shorter. So yeah, now I had a very specific title for the video. I don't remember what it was, and I did not write it down, and I feel like silly for not writing it down, but it's okay. I have, in my life currently, I have 2 cars, I live somewhere, and I have enough money I could buy gas and go anywhere I want to. That existence, my life, I deem that between about 62% to 65%, right? I deem it somewhere around there, because it really makes sense. Now, one thing I did say that I was gonna say just now, but I didn't yet, is if you live in America, and if you live in America and you're living a decent enough life, right? You're not hungry, you're not like, out on the street, you have somewhere that you live, you're at minimum 50%. At absolute minimum, you're at 50%. Like, that is just the baseline for an American living. The reason why I say that is because you're just based on the rights alone that you have by living in America, the freedom that you have, you can do like anything you want to at any given moment. You could be anywhere that you want to be. And that is the life of an American. Now, if let's say you're living like in, I don't even know, and I don't really want to talk about places that I don't know, because I don't like talking about things I don't know and saying things as if they're facts when I don't know what the fact is, right? But let's just say, for example, if you're living in a country that is heavily restricted by the government on what you could do, where you could go, and the things that you can have, I would assume that your life is week. Okay, so continuing. If you are living in a country like that, right? Your life is about 40% based on the rights that you have. Because if you can't really express your free will that God gave you, then how can you truly be living a fulfilled life, right? So that is something that I believe is very important for life to be like 100%. So yeah, so 100%, like I said, you're like a Saudi prince, you're chic. You have like every single, Benz, Audi, BMW, everything. You have every sports car there is. You drive anything you want to. You ride on a camel's back daily, just for fun. And you don't worry about food. You're filled. You're fit. Because if you're fat, if you are not in shape, if you're not in shape, and you can't do physically the things that you would want to do, it doesn't really matter how rich you really are, because you're not like, you can't do the things that you actually want to do. So you could be living the experience of 100%, but you're really at 60 because you can't go the place you want to go. You can't do the things you want to do because you're not fit, right? So that's important as well. Now, like I said, you're Saudi prince, fit, money, cars, food, good, right? Free will. And God, which they have, their thing. So yeah, we're fulfilled, 100% fulfilled. Your life is amazing. My life, 62%. 62% is only 38% from 100%. How much better, truly, how much better is that experience? And that's what I'm trying to get at. You really have to find a way to recognize the things that you have to appreciate more. Because honestly, we take things for granted every single day. The things in our life we take for granted every single day, and we don't even realize, honestly. And that's something that I personally have to work on. And this trip alone has taught me that, because realistically, if I had a pool, I would not use it every day. I wouldn't even use it every week. Probably once a month at most. And especially living in PA, I can only use it for half a year. So like, will it get used for what? 8 weeks out of the year? Or like, let's just say like 12 times for the year? Is it really even worth it? No, we like the idea of things. We like the idea of things rather than things themselves, because the idea of the fact that I have a pool in my backyard I could use, that feels good. And that is pride, and that is, I don't think it's lust, but it's like, it's just like a materialistic like feeling. That is truly what I believe. I think that in life, we really have to recognize the things that we have to be appreciative of that we have, because life doesn't really get much better than this, honestly. It really don't. This car, it doesn't feel like, oh my God, better than my car. This car doesn't even have a 3-row. My car has a 3-row. Like, what? My car could go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. This car goes 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Just because it's a brand, just for a name, like, am I really that hell-bent on a name or like a brand or like the shape of a vehicle? The thing is, what your car can do for you is the most important part, rather than what the car actually is. I really had to think about that. I was like, you know what? If I didn't have a car while I was here, that would be the biggest issue. Not what brand it is. It would be the fact that I can't just go, like right now, I just went to Wendy's because I wanted to. If I didn't have a vehicle, I would not be able to do that. If I had a Prius, would it really matter that much? Oh man, I'm driving a Prius right now, like, but I would be in a vehicle that could carry me from A to B. Like, that's the most important thing. And that's what I'm trying to get at. We really got to recognize like what truly is important in life rather than what we think or feel is important. Yeah, you know, like having luxury is nice, but the thing is, you forget so quickly the luxury that you do have rather than actually having it and appreciating it for what it is. Because you get a Benz, a year from now, it's just a car to you. You looking at something else like, man, that would be so nice to have. And it might be a lesser car than the one that you have. That's the craziest part. Like for me, sometimes I'll see certain cars that isn't even on the same caliber, but I'm like, dang, that would be so nice. It's really not that deep. It's really not that, like, you know. But yeah, that is truly like what I wanted to share today. I'm really learning that life and the things in it, you don't even know. Like, your life is so much better than you give it credit for, you know? And that's really where I am right now, because I have a pool right now. I'm not going in it, you know? Like, I don't want to be in the house, you know? The house looks nice. I don't want to be in the house. I want to be outside, and I have a nice car. It would not really change much if this was just a Toyota or anything else, you know, because at the end of the day, it is a vehicle that's carried me from the house to here where I am right now in this parking lot. Nothing more. It didn't do anything else. It's not anything special. It looks nice for sure. You know, it's very nice to look at, but I don't even see the outside of the vehicle that much. I'm inside driving. Like, I don't know. That is something that I've thought about. Like, I thought about it, but now that I'm like actually in this experience right now, I can see clear as day, like, things we take for granted every single day. Like, at the end of the day, it's not what it actually is, it's what it can do for you. A car carries you from somewhere you are to somewhere you want to be. That's it. The brand, yeah, nice. And the thing, even so, you may be driving this vehicle, someone sees you and they're like, oh my gosh, that's such a nice car. They don't care about you. They're not thinking, oh man, Ricardo, yo, that's a cool guy. He's driving an Audi. Like, what? Dude, he's on top of the world. No one is saying that at all. They just see the car and they're like, man, that's a nice car. I would look good in that. I remember somebody, I don't remember who it was, but somebody said that to me. And I was like, yo, you're so right. Like, anytime I seen a nice car, I wasn't thinking about the driver. I was thinking about how I would look in it. That's it. Even the McLaren. I saw the guy, by the way, so a McLaren, it drove up and then it drove past me and I showed it in the video. I might insert the clip, but that's what happened. That's why I'm like talking about this. But yeah, so he just drove up. I wasn't caring about the driver though. I was like, yo, I would look good in a McLaren. Like, what? That would be so fly. That's it though. It's not anything more than that, you know. But yeah, in life, the things that we have, it's not what they are, it's what they do for us. I live somewhere, I got a bed, I got a car. not much more to life than that. And I truly believe I'm at like 62%. And I think that's very good, honestly. Because if I'm only 38% away from being 100%, that's fire, honestly. That is honestly fire. And I'm grateful. And I am 26. I have like another 74 years to chase 100%. I'm cool with that, honestly. I'm cool with that. I'm willing to put the work in to get there, you feel me? And honestly, I gotta define what 100% means for me. Because I don't want to be no I don't want to be no priest. I don't want to be no prince in Saudi Arabia. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be, you know, a sheik. I don't want to be a Hollywood star, living in Beverly Hills, got a mansion. I want cars. There's a good amount of cars I would like, you know, being honest. Not because of I'm materialistic. It's just those are cars that I deem like, yo, if they're in my garage, that's 100% worthy, you know. And I'm talking about like 4 cars. Yo, that does sound like a lot, but like there's like 4 cars I would like to have. Yo, nah. That is materialistic, by the way. 4 cars? Bro, you can drive 1 car at a time. Like, what are you doing with 4 cars? You get to like 2 to 3 at most a day. Like, what do you need all that for, right? But for me, I would like to have those 4 cars for a very specific reason each, right? That's how you define what being at 100% means for you. For me, I have God, so that already boosts it from 62% anyways. And I'm just thinking about life and the materialistic. But I'm very much closer to being fulfilled because I have God. I have a woman, you know, that will become my wife, and that already boosts me above 62%. Because that's a part of 100% for me, you know. And so the only thing I really have is the finances, and the house and the cars. But that's it. I'm 26. In like 20 more years, I'll be 46. 20 years, I could easily achieve those, you know. Then that means that I have like 40 to 50 more years. Yeah, 54. Math. Yeah, I would have 54 more years to live out that 100% that I built for myself, you know. But yeah, everybody, if you take anything away from this, just understand that the life that you have is probably greater than you give it credit for. You don't need to be in an Audi like me right now. It's like, nah. Nah, I'm cheesing. I'm joking. But nah. Like, you don't need every single thing that you think you do to be at 100% living the greatest life that you will. You really don't. You'll realize that once you really step a little bit outside of what you have to see what others may have, and then you're like, honestly, this is great, but is it that much better than what I have? And you really have to give your life true credit for what it is, you know. I truly believe that. I think if you really look deep enough, you recognize that, and you'll start being more grateful. And I am, honestly, I'm already more grateful for what I have. I'm already more grateful for what God allows me to have too. Because yeah, life ain't guaranteed, you know. Things in life aren't guaranteed. So I'm grateful for being where I am. And this is actually 100% living for the current state of life where I'm at. That is very true. Think about it. Where I'm at is exactly where I'm supposed to be. So I'm actually at 100%. I'm not supposed to be in no mansion right now. I'm 26. Like, that would be stressful because then I gotta think about like maintaining that, maintaining that life, you know. But I truly think that where you are in life is where you're supposed to be. So you're probably living out that 100%. And if you're not, truly think about what it is that you need to have that fulfillment. Truly think about it. Don't just think about it because you're like, oh man, I want a Bugatti or I want a mansion. Now, think about it realistically for who you are as a person and what you desire, your true desires, not just what you think you want. No, truly think about it. This is what I want, and this is how I'm gonna achieve it. And a part of that 100% is you actually achieving it, is you building that life, is you finding a way to go from where you are to where you want to be. That is a part of the journey, and that's also something we take for granted. We don't think about it that way, but it's the truth. We genuinely, our life is not only the things that we achieve, it's the way that we got to those achievements. And we like to skip over the part where we get to, or how we got to where we get. That is like one of the bigger parts though, because realistically, when you're on top of the mountain and you're taking the pictures, you spend like 30 minutes to an hour rather than you spend like 6-7 hours to get there. You don't want to stay up there for too long. You're tired. You're tired. You spent 6-7 hours climbing this mountain. You're not going to spend more than an hour there. Like, what? But what you're going to do, you're going to say, yes, that 1 hour was the greatest part. How could it be? You spent 7 hours getting there. The greatest part is the getting there rather than when you actually get there. When you're actually there, and that's for me, that's my biggest struggle right now in life, is I'm so focused on the being there that I'm letting the enjoyment slip by me in the getting there. In the process, I'm letting it slip by me rather than the being there. And that is wrong, honestly. That's a disservice to yourself, and that's a disservice to life, the life that you're actually building. Because the thing that really makes you appreciate when you actually achieve what you want is the way that the hardship that you went through to get there. You can't appreciate what you have. You can't appreciate where you get to if you don't appreciate the work that you actually put in to get there. I'm being so real. That's just the truth of life. The process is the biggest part of life. And if you don't enjoy the process, you won't enjoy the progress. If you don't enjoy the process in life, you will not enjoy the progress in life, because you're gonna be ungrateful. The only way you could be grateful is if you give the process the credit that it deserves, and then now you can be like, I achieved this because I went through this hardship, therefore I feel fulfilled. Yeah, so that is all I have. I'm at 30 minutes now. I hope that this video took something away from it. As always, it's your boy Rick with a Y, and honestly, I'm proud of this one. This is nice, honestly. I don't remember what I was gonna name it. Hopefully I do remember, then the title will be there, but if not, I'll come with something anyways. But yeah, this has been nice. Your boy here in Florida, gonna enjoy the rest of my trip, and just dig deeper into just being appreciative for what is going on, but yeah, I'm not gonna like start and go on another side tangent. But yeah, it's been your boy, and I will catch you. Peace.